I have one job and one job only today, and that is to take you from being an LLM novice, ChatGPT, AI Studio, into an expert using a 4-step rule that's called the RCCF. And that is role, context, command, and format. Those 4 things are what give you the leg up when it comes down to using an LLM and ensuring that you receive the same format output every single time, instead of having to go to an LLM and then retrain it and get different outputs. You'll have all been there, you'll have all felt the pain. Okay, so we're going to start with these 4 generic roles. So steps. Number 1 is role. Define the AI persona. You have to define an AI persona for your LLM in order for it to know who it is. So when you're thinking about this, in my particular case, I am a veteran digital marketing expert with 14 years experience managing PPC campaigns. Up to 1.5 mil was the highest per month that I've ever managed. Or I'm an AI and make.com veteran that has 3.5 years experience implementing and deploying AI flows for businesses. I will tell it the role. Who are you? And instead of doing this every single time, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a technique that allows you to get the exact same output every single time. So you have the role. We then jump into context. Now, when it comes down to context is extremely important for the LLM, because you've now told it, okay, I've told it that I am a veteran AI specialist with inside of N8N, I have a technical background of deployment of end-to-end systems. Then you need to say who needs to come up with YouTube ideas, for example, around deployment of N8N flows that would help solopreneurs on their journey. That is the context. So it knows who it is, and it now understands exactly what its task at hand is. Okay, so it understands. Then we head into command. Command is exactly what you want it to do. Well, what do you want from the LLM? So in this particular case, I might want it to summarize a YouTube transcript or a YouTube summary in order to be able to take a piece of content that is going viral right now and try and replicate that piece of content in my own words and with my own tone. I'll run you through exactly how. That's going to be the example that I use here. But you could use that to anything that you want. If you want the content creation, use content creation. If you want it to assist you in HR management, then use the HR command. It really isn't difficult to do. When it comes down to the format, it's the format that you desire. So you might want format in the form of a spreadsheet, or you could want the format in the form of a bullet pointed list that gives you the underlying message of whatever you've provided it with. If I've given it a transcript of a YouTube video, I probably want bullet points, intro and outro information, and so it nails it on the button. But then what I don't want to have to do is come back into every single individual LLM that I use and have to reprogram it in order to do that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a live example, and I'm going to do 2. First one is going to be for Upwork applications. The first one is going to be for Upwork applications, going to be 1. The other one is going to be for defining the YouTube summarizer that I just explained to you. So I'm going to head over to Google AI Studio. I'm using AI Studio. I advise that you do too. It is the most powerful. And for this, I'm probably going to use Flash, because Flash should be enough. I'm going to turn the temperature down, and I'm going to, in this particular case, I'm just going to leave everything as it is, and I'm going to tell it you're a YouTube YouTube transcript and summary condenser that takes transcripts of viral YouTube videos and takes and produces a bullet pointed list of key and core elements of the video. So this is what you would say is the role. We've given it the role. Now, I probably haven't gone deep enough into the role with that. I'm not happy with that to get the output that we want. So you have 20 years experience in producing layouts that make it easy for the presenter to take away key points and use them. Key points and use them. That, we'll stick with that. You could probably improve it, but we're going to stick with that. So we're going to hit run. Now it understands 20 years of experience in the game. I know exactly what the presenter needs. Clear, concise, actionable, no fluff, just the good stuff. Main hook and thesis, key supporting argument and evidence, 1, 2, call to action, bolded points. Well, we're not happy with that, are we? Because that's not going to give me the format that I actually need it in. So I'm going to make some edits. And what I'm now going to tell it to do is I'm going to tell it that it needs to give me an intro of 30 seconds and an outro of 30 seconds. That's going to mean that we have something in the middle. Let's get the core base of it right first. So please ensure you provide a intro and outro to every output. This should be 30 seconds maximum. Exact script provided for engagement, and straight to the point. Please rewrite the above. We hit run. We're now teaching this, so it now understands it's got to do an intro. Intro script max 15 seconds. It's got a horrible example, so we need to watch out for that. But it's added an intro and an outro to it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, it doesn't have the context of a YouTube transcript yet. So now I'm going to say, even though we've given it the going back to our individual scaly board, we've given it the role, we've given it the context because it needs to produce a script for a YouTube video. The command we haven't yet given it, and we will do so right now, but I'm going to take it into the instruction prompt. So sorry, the system instruction. So now I'm going to say, please generate 5 mock examples of a output in this format. We hit run. It's going to give me these mock examples. Intro script, hey everyone, challenges the popular belief that waking up at 5 a.m. is a universal prerequisite. The 5 a.m. club myth. This is the tech reviewer gadget. Hey everyone, today we're deep diving into the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Is it worth it? This is where LLMs do hallucinate, because the 17 is out now. Anyway, whatever. Max outro, and there you have it, the absolute core of the new iPhone. I don't like the intros and outros. This is okay, breaks down key features of cameras and batteries, but I don't like the outros. So what I'm going to say to it is, the intro and outro examples need to be extremely heavily engaging. Think maximum enthusiasm, and give me and rewrite all of the above with the new intros and outros. Help if I could spell enthusiasm. That's not great. My spelling hasn't been great in the last couple of videos. It's now doing its thing. These are better. All right, buckle up, jump in, ready to explode into this. These are better, a little bit cheesy, so maybe we'll tell it to lessen the cheese, but mind blown. That's the absolute core of the Fermi paradox. No fluff, just the cosmic truth. You need to grasp this epic mystery. Use these insights, fuel your curiosity, and keep looking up. Until next time. I like it. I'm using my brain to think about how I would expect this to be generated from a point of view of the transcripts when I give it an actual summary, so it knows the points. That's the key when you're building these, because this is not information that you want, okay? But we're going to use a specific example in a moment, and what I'm going to do is I quite like them. Now, let's see what this puts out. So what we're going to do is we're going to say this. This is the golden nugget, right? What we're now going to ask it to do, it's got 5 examples. We've instructed it and tweaked it. You're going to have to do that based off of whatever you want the LLM to do. That is key. I can't do it for you because I'm not in your industry, or I'm not trying to sell exactly what you're trying to sell. But what we've done here is we've given it context, and we've given it a command by telling it that we wanted 5. We haven't told it in the exact format that we want it in, because it came up with a pretty good format on its own. You could argue that looking at the input and output was the change of the format. So we didn't have to run through steps 1 to 4 exactly. We just need to make sure that they're all included. Now, what we need here is, I'm going to ask, please give me 5 more examples in the AI space, because this will then give us more relatable topics and content that we can actually look at. Intro scripts, warning, future ahead. We're about to unpack the AI singularity, humanity's last invention, the mind-blowing video that everyone's talking about, your destiny. I've condensed the existential dread and dazzling possibilities into absolute must-know revelations. Let's jump in. So, I don't like them. Like, I've decided now that we've run through 5 more that I don't like them. They're too, I told it to be enthusiastic. It needs to maintain its enthusiasm. Please rewrite these 5, but humanize the intro and outro slightly. This is a little over the top. We want engagement, but relatable intros and outros. We hit run. This is going to give us AI ethics and future. Hey everyone, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into AI singularity, humanity's last invention. That viral video sparking some serious conversation about our future. I've pulled the absolute core insights you need to understand what's really at stake. Let's get into it. Right, perfect, decent. Key supporting argument intro. So this section, we're now going to say, that's perfect. Please keep those types of intros and outros. However, I don't like the core section, for example. And then we paste in the main hooks it's given it. This should be broken down by minutes of the video. Okay. And now we've hit a snag. What did I tell it? So I told it that it's a YouTube. Where do we go? Let's get in here. I told it that you're a YouTube transcripts and summary condenser that takes transcripts of viral YouTube videos and produces a bullet pointed list. What is key here? There are 2 types of YouTube content. It can be long form and it can be short form. So for short form, this would be pretty good because I assume it would be a pretty decent output, but it'd be probably too much. So it's sat in between short form and long form. Short form content, you need to be direct, you need to be fast paced. It's going to be, the variables are going to change completely when in regards to short form and long form. So I now need to specify that it's writing specifically for long form. So this is perfect. Please keep those types of intros and outros. However, I don't like the course section, for example. This should be broken down by minutes of a video. I want you to understand that your specific job is to transcribe. Is to break down key takeaways and points from long form YouTube videos, then give the breakdown of how the presenter should present the information using in minute sections. So let's hit run. What we've done there is we have changed it to try and get it to give us the output in a minute specific format, a time specific format, so that it actually gives us the examples as we go through. And as you can see here, it's done exactly that. Hey everyone, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into video title, that viral video, sparking some serious conversations around this. Intro is good. Outro. So that's the core of video title. It's a lot to think about, right? No fluff, just the key insights to help you navigate this incredible, sometimes daunting future. I like it. Presenter's notes. Minute markers. These are estimated based on typical viral video pacing. Love that. It's gone into detail and researched viral video pacing. You could challenge it on what that would be, because you shouldn't accept the hallucination. But for this video's use case, we're going to keep it. This is the essence of what you need to convey that segment. Example, the italized text will be replaced with specific context from the transcript. This structure provides a clear time-based roadmap. Okay, so your final output, I'm happy with this, is perfect. Now create me a system prompt that will get this exact output every single time I provide a YouTube video summary. This should have 4 sections. The role, the context, the command. Let's give it examples at the end. The command, the format. Your format perfectly. Your perfect last format. Let's hit this and see if it can produce something itself from in terms of the role. There you go. So now we've got the role, context, an example video of the time frame, and outro. So now all we need to do, I'm happy with that. You're an expert YouTube transcript summary condenser with 20 years experience in creating highly engaging presenter-ready breakdowns of viral video content. Your primary goal is to distill. Did you see what we just did there? Seriously, did you just appreciate what we have just done? We have gone backwards and forwards with AI, but we have then reverse engineered it onto itself to give us the exact prompt that we can get the exact same output each individual time. This prompt is now usable repeatedly, so that I don't have to come in and have that conversation with an AI every single time I want to use it. I can just come in and because I'm going to save this system prompt, the system instruction, I'm going to be able to use it. And I like what I see. So that means that we're in a good position to test it. Let's jump into testing. So the system prompt, I'm going to copy it from the role all the way down to the outro. I'm going to Command C that. And you'll see that since the start of this video, it's been visible. Maybe it won't have been visible to you. But during this backwards and forwards, there's a little option here. System instruction. And I'm going to paste, in fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to a new chat. I'm going to hit the chat button here. I'm going to go to a completely new chat. I'm going to turn the temperature down. I'm still going to use Flash. And I'm going to name this prompt YouTube 20-year veteran YouTube presentation prompt. So we have what we need. Save. Now we hit the system instructions button. We paste in what the example prompt was. I'm going to reform. Can I paste the match style? Could have copied it in a different format, but I'm going to do this for my own sanity's sake. I'll probably skip through this on the video of me going through this. Or maybe just give it raw. Who knows? Intro. Video title. Original video link here. The big question and hook. The time frames can stay that way. Outro. And we now have a system prompt. Okay? So, I'm going to do it in a proper fashion. I'm going to go to Appify and I'm going to scrape a YouTube video. So, because this is practical. This is usable. This is use case. YouTube. Let's have a look. Nick Sarai, how to destroy your business with AI in 10 minutes. Posted 3 days ago.
Most small and mid-sized businesses are screwing up.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to close it. And I'm going to head back. I'm going to head over to Appify. Now, you can get YouTube transcripts direct from the YouTube video itself. That is something which is possible and that you could take, and you'll be able to do that so that you can copy the YouTube transcript and paste it in. I prefer just to use Appify. There's a beautiful tool in Appify that I prefer to use, so I'm just going to use that. But that's not an issue at all. You can use whatever you want. So this is a previous run. Let's go to Appify Store. In fact, no, let's just look at actors. And this is the one that I like to use for YouTube summaries. YouTube transcript summary and translator, fast and efficient. You paste in your URL. Once you've pasted in that URL and you're in a position where you hit start, you can get the transcripts from YouTube themselves directly. You could just copy you could just copy the information. So you can pull them directly from it. You could even turn on URL context and get it to pull a transcript from it using AI. But I do it this way because I like the summaries that this provides. They actually are really good. I don't think Appify has an option to be able to just copy this, which is weird. There should just be a copy button. Maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, anyway, I've copied it. Now what we're going to do is, and I'm going to show you, we have our 20-year veteran YouTube presentation prompt. I pasted the prompt in. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to save prompts. So that prompt is now saved. I'm going to close AI Studio. Oh no, it's gone. It hasn't gone. We've saved it. So we go back to AI Studio and we just literally, if I just go into the history of my chat, 20-year veteran, look at the system instructions, the prompt's still there. Guess what? I can use this prompt now until the day that I'm not here anymore because it's saved in AI Studio. So I can now get any amount of transcripts from YouTube videos as physically possible at the drop of a hat. We have gone from being a novice in LLM usage to being an expert by being able to understand how to create exactly what we need and then be able to use it in a format that is repeatable. This now can do exactly what the output that we saw at scale, and I'm going to prove it to you. Let's paste this in. Let's say this is your video summary. And maybe maybe what we do if we just want best in class. Oh, so that's an old. Did I close? Did I close this? I must have had about 1,500 tabs open.
Bring up their implementation.
I'm going to take that ID. I'm going to take the URL of the video. I'm going to turn on URL context in the left-hand panel, right-hand panel. Original YouTube URL. Do you know what? I'm not going to do that. Does it say somewhere in the prompt about the YouTube URL? Intro script, video title, original link here. Yeah, boom. Take that out. Yeah, because we don't need that. And hit run. And guess what? It spits out the exact format that we want. It gives you exactly what we need. But are we happy with that? That gives me everything I need in the format that I need it. There's a few things that I don't like. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the system prompt. I'm going to open a new chat. I'm going to say, this is my system prompt. It works very well. However, this is my system prompt. We better put that first. It works very well. However, I want you to edit this prompt so that everything has correct headers when the output is generated. For example, is generated. This is a current example output from this prompt. We're reverse engineering it now. We're taking the information that we already have from chats that we've had with AI Studio, and we're using it to improve on what we've got to get it to best in class, because we want it to be saved for use cases further forward. This is an example output. So I've gone back and I'm copying the screen now. So I'm copying the output that it gave us from when we used it, taking it over into the other. The input was please, can you edit my... You could have done this in the previous chat, to be fair, but fresh ideas, turn temperature down, really important. And now what I'm going to do also is I'm going to turn it from Flash to Pro, because Pro's a higher quality model. Please, can you edit my prompt so everything is labeled correctly at output, and core elements are brought to focus. Temperature, again, very close. This is now bringing the prompt in with examples of information that we've already received after using it and testing the prompt. So it has data. It has an output. It has an input from us. It has an output from the LLM. It has the original prompt, and we're telling it to go and make improvements. And we can do this as many times as we like until the prompt is perfect. So looking through this, the role, transcript, the format, intro, video title, instructions. Instead of a generic label, create a short, specific, engaging headline that summarizes the segment's main points. Example structure below. Outro script 15 seconds. Let's see now if this sticks to it. So this is the revised prompt. We'll copy this. We will go into our chat. We will update the system instructions. Paste. I'm not going to reformat it this time. Not bothered. Save. We're going to take this. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to delete this output because I've already got it saved somewhere else, and we're going to rerun. So it won't give us the headlines, and I'm not 100% sure why that is. I tested this, but the output still doesn't provide headlines for intro or outro. Please force the prompt to do so. I could just rewrite it and give it to it. I could rewrite it, but for educational purposes for you, I'm not. You would normally just take that, give it the example of exactly how you want it to be, and then tell it to be so. But this should be it. Now let's try this. Let's copy. And let's go over here and let's paste and match style. There you go. That's what I should have done the first 2 times. Save prompt. I'm going to save the prompt. I've just saved it, so I'm going to hit refresh. So just to see if it just had it stuck in its brain, and then maybe if we could create a new chat, but maybe if we just delete the context that it's got. I'm going to take the summary again, and I'm going to delete this. And now I'm going to say, please provide. I want to create a YouTube video out of the below summary. Paste it in. Temperature at 0. We don't need that on anymore. Run. Great. So we've now got the presenter intro. We've got the breakdown of each individual section. It's going to give me the presenter outro. And the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to where we were editing the prompt, and I'm going to say, this was amazing. Thanks. Please, can you now force the prompt to provide us with a 4-sentence summary of the video right at the very top of the output before the intro, so the presenter has a clear idea of the core topics below. You would know this probably already, but I'm showing you how to manipulate it. This is now forcing the AI to go away. It's forcing the AI to go away and actually use its brain in order to get information around what the video is about, the summary, take it, get a summary of the summary and provide it to you so you can quickly scan through, okay, this is the topic. Then your brain can start to work and think about how that would work. The final prompt, you're an expert role presenter, executive summary. It's added the executive summary. Okay. So let's copy as text. I think, did I leave that in there? I hope I didn't leave that in there. Yeah, I did leave that in there. Okay, that's not good. Paste and match style. Remember, if you're pasting and matching style to take out the AI section, it didn't affect the output, which is good, but we definitely don't want that in there. That's important. You see, an error there. Utilize. Now, to show it's not luck, let's go and get another YouTube video. Start an AI business for $0. Dan Martell
is here. AI.
Might even use that. Let's go here. YouTube, don't know. Pop this in here. We hit save and start. Again, you could grab the summary from YouTube. But I think when it comes down to what you're trying to do, I love this summary aspect because I've found that when I've used it in my own creative videos to be able to summarize viral trends or viral videos, it's given me a summary that's human-like. It gives you something which is really, really strong. Instead of having to navigate through a ridiculous amount of JSON or whatever, it gives you the output in the exact format that you would want to feed it into AI, into a human nature. Although JSON prompting is big at the moment, maybe that would be a good battle to test. So I'm going to now go into here. Let me save the prompt now that it's got that. And to show that it's not intro, presenter max, presenter outro. Let me just close the system instructions because it's annoying. Okay, great. Now please create me a video summary on this. And then paste it in. 8-step strategy for capitalizing on AI's revolution. We hit that. It provides us with an executive summary. It provides us with the intro, 8 steps to get rich in the AI revolution, key takeaways and presentation guide. If you see a video on this come from me, you know that I've used this from that. Thank you, Dan Martel. But the point that is really important here, because I have saved this prompt, it's saved to my drive, because I have saved that system prompt, I now have a system prompt that allows us to be able to navigate through any individual scenario when it comes to a YouTube video production at scale because I've saved the prompt. I have used the RCCF rule, the role, context, command and format, in order to be able to take you from a novice LLM user to an experienced LLM user in the sake of, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but not too long. Now I knock these out in 5 minutes. This, for presentation purposes, you will get there eventually. This video has been extremely educational, and if you are still here now, you have learned exactly how to system prompt in order to get something and then save it so that you can use it in future. And you can do this for every element of your business: drafting emails, producing content, being you, acting as you. The opportunities are endless. My name's Michael Elliott. Like, subscribe, comment. It's appreciated more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one.